Okay. Teka muna.
Kasi yung kanya.
Saan yung chat niya? Eto to?
May mga bago na.
Saan?
Ay, yung nasa taas.
Sige nga, Jerry.
Sige, ikaw.
Ikaw na.
Certain online broker for US pa. Nabibictimize daw sila ng scams.
Nako.
Naku.
Ingat-ingat po tayo sa mga scam. Always ask around kung ano yung credibility of the
So for
companies
now,
we're
ma'am, wala
investing
pang
in.
ano po, no? Wala pang Philippine company that can already cater to US stocks ba? I want to open here. Meron na po ba? Or I think bago-bago pa lang.
Actually, COL, through our subsidiary in Hong
Okay.
Kong, ma-access nyo ang US.
Okay.
But, you know, if you want, pwede rin naman kayong dumiretso sa mga US brokers. Like, wag na lang kayong gumamit ng mga hindi kilalang brokers. Like, meron naman yung mga kilala, like Charles Schwab,
Ayan.
TD Ameritrade, Interactive Brokers. Yun, yung sina boss ko, they use Interactive Brokers, then Charles Schwab. So, don't trust na lang, let's say, kung yung mga small ones na hindi nyo kilala. At least yung mga established.
Yeah, again, always check for credibility. Important talaga yan. Especially if you're putting in money sa kanila.
Kay Isabel Marbil.
From Isabel Marbil. Hello to everyone. Question po kay Miss April. Any thoughts regarding technology-based companies like Sherpas? Are they bullish
Bagong
about
IPO
it?
natin yan. For
Actually,
daming nabaliw dyan,
Sherpas is okay naman, except nga valuation a bit expensive, di ba? Kung kaya siguro binentahan ng grabe din, di ba?
Yeah.
Oo, but long-term prospects are positive in the sense na ang laki ng potential market niya. And yun na nga, if you look at the earnings performance, maganda rin ang earnings performance niya. So, you know, we're quite positive, except lang the valuations are a bit pricey. So, siguro hintay-hintay lang natin medyo mag-stabilize yung price. If you want to buy it for the long term, I think it's okay. Nung Friday medyo binentahan, it might also be due to disappointment kasi may mga chismis, di ba, na they will have a tie-up with Singtel na hindi namang nag-materialize. Iba ang in-announce nila. But the venture that they announced also has positive prospects naman. Hindi lang kasing laki ng Singtel, but still positive. Because sabi nila, they bought a subsidiary named, actually they didn't buy, they have a joint venture, or 51% ownership for Storm, and this company will enable them to tap the payrolls market na sinasabi nila mas malaki yan kaysa sa prepaid. So it's not really a mobile play, pero sinasabi nila yung mga unused benefits ng mga employees, if you want to convert it to say products or plane tickets, you can do it through yun na nga, this company na to.
Okay. Okay, so nasagot yung tanong natin about Sherpas. Medyo kailangan nating mag-cut na ibang questions. We'll just entertain last 2 questions para we can end our market outlook for this year. So ito po yung ating question from Mr. Wendell Lustado.
I like this question. I think marami ring may tanong nito, ma'am. I have a newbie question. What is this 8,300 in PSEI? What kind of unit is this and who set this value? Thank you. From Wendell Lustado.
Okay, usually when we talk about the stock market, tinitingnan natin yung index. Index is a proxy, you know. The index is actually a basket of stocks in the Philippines, comprised of 30 stocks. Tapos yun na nga, minimeasure nyo yung galaw ng stock market through these 30 stocks. Na right now, ang presyo niya is mga 7778. So, pag pumunta kayo sa PSE website, makikita nyo yan, PSEI, as an index. So, rather than, syempre, isa-isahin pa nating tingnan yung mga stocks, usually, pag nag-uusap tayo about the stock market, we talk about the PSEI. So, yun, it's a composite. It's like, kung sa US ka, you always hear about the Dow Jones average, the S&P 500. So, ang counterpart niya sa Philippines is PSEI para mapadali ang usapan tungkol sa stocks.
Is it like an average po? Parang average siya, no? Average level. average
Oo.
level. Right?
Okay, so we have Clifford. Yan. So si Clifford Aero, sabi niya, Miss April, ano daw po ang masasabi niyo sa Bloom? Kailan ang... Kasi po ilang days na po siyang down. Thank you. Naku, mukhang nag-speculate tong si Clifford.
Actually, in general, we're not too optimistic about mga gaming stocks.
Okay.
I think a week or two ago, we had the Chinese government coming out with a statement that they will clamp down on gaming companies. Kasi sa China, ang kwento doon is the corrupt Chinese officials, they will launder the money through casinos, lalaro sila sa Macau. Tapos yun, syempre, sasabihin na panalo namin yan. So, di ba sa Macau, nagkaroon na ng clampdown, so humina yung mga VIP gaming revenues doon. Ang ginagawa naman ngayon ng mga corrupt officials, they will bring the money to, say, Singapore, and all those other countries to, syempre, para tuloy-tuloy.
Yeah. Okay.
Since right now, the Chinese government is clamping down on corruption, they kind of realize na ginagawa ng loophole to. So, sa, di ba, Philippines nga, is also one of these areas, alternatives, where they can bring this corrupt money and launder it. Ngayon, since there is a clampdown, baka mahirapan yung mga gaming companies tulad ng Bloom, no? RWN,
Pero over
MCP.
short term po ba to? Or...
mahirap masabi.
Okay.
Kasi, although sabi na may mga Pilipino naman na nag-gaming, pero if you talk to them naman talaga, I mean, they were really counting on the VIP market also from China talaga to of course pump in money. Kasi how can you justify they're spending billions and billions on these casinos? So, siguro, mahirap pang mag-gauge at this point. Maganda siguro, let's wait for 1 or 2 quarters to see how much these companies will earn even without the VIP players. Meron naman mga turistang pumapasok, mga Pilipinong naglalaro. Pero, let's see first how much they'll be earning without the VIPs. So that at least, mag-gauge natin kung mura na ba talaga itong mga gaming stocks na to or mahal pa rin. Kasi nga hindi pa natin ma-measure yung impact pag nawala yung mga Chinese players.
Gaming, ano? That's a question ni Clifford from Saudi. Yan, sana
are we going to entertain? Sige, last siguro para fair. Then we cut it down. So, we have ano natin dito. Actually, may tanong about sa call mobile app daw po for Android users. Kailan daw po kaya siya magagamit? Actually, I think ma'am iPhone, di ba okay?
Yeah, but you have to log on to the COL website in your mobile phone.
Okay.
And then pagka nag-log on kayo sa computer, hindi niyo makikita eh. And then when you log on, go to the downloads, then you will see the app.
Okay.
Oh, meron na for Android.
Meron na for
Sa Android, malapit na. Alam ko,
malapit na.
napag-usapan.
Yeah, for
abangan.
iPhone muna. Pero abangan nyo, lalabas din yan.
Malapit na.
I think, baka kasi, di ba ma'am, yung mutual funds ng distribution of call will also be out later on.
Very soon. Very soon.
Ako.
Kasi technical, na lang eh.
Ang dami din po nagtanong about mutual funds.
Meron na sa iOS, yes.
So,
malapit na. Actually, ang problem kasi sa mutual funds, we're talking to so many groups.
Okay.
So, we're doing so many tests. Ayaw naman namin na ilo-launch namin, tapos say, binili nyo today, tomorrow, hindi mare-reflect sa account. Hindi pangit, di ba?
Kaya talagang
So,
testing of bugs
testing
na lang.
talaga. Tapos, ngayon, I think ginagawa yung marami, sinasabay. So, if the volume comes in, we want to make sure that there will be no deterioration in service level. Okay pa rin siya.
Yeah, of course, call wants the best service to you guys. Kaya, konting tiis lang, the mutual funds distribution, the Supermart, mutual funds Supermart will be out soon. Pero hintay lang tayo ng konti, okay? So, we have to end today's market outlook and we'll proceed to the next. So, we want to thank Miss April for the time you spent to us.
Thank you.
Yay!
very much.
Grabe. We have